no matter how annoying I find making these videos and how annoying I find that these things keep happening, well, I'm back, because guess what? It happened again. Another person went down a rabbit hole and made yet another video about me. So, of course, it's time to do some more debunking, I assume. I didn't even actually know this video existed until yesterday, actually, because, well, I didn't really, check if someone has made a new video on me every single day. And it's actually been out since, like, near the start of December, so I didn't want to, prolong making some kind of response even further. So here I am, let's just go straight in. It was made by a channel called imnotagamergirl, who essentially just found my Why I Haven't Quit YouTube After 6 Years video, and then kind of descended into the whole, anti-fandom, I guess you could call it, or just, the entire controversy, drama, whatever you want to call it, from that video. And I guess she made some rather interesting points in her video that I guess it's good for everyone if I go over them.
The problem doesn't come from him asking, it comes from his hostile response and his attitude to any kind of given advice, in saying that it's always wrong because he's doing everything right.
Okay, I guess they can be tackled in two ways. Let's start by tackling the whole not taking advice thing. Firstly, what sense would it make? What sense would it make to not take advice that could potentially help my channel, seeing how badly my channel has been doing for over 6 years? Why would I not take advice if the advice is real, actual advice that could actually help? Then there's no reason for me not to take it. And then for the second bit, saying that I think I do everything perfectly, no, of course I don't think that, and I never said that. Because, well, again, it just wouldn't make sense. We wouldn't be in this situation if I was doing everything perfectly. Clearly I'm not doing everything perfectly. I know that, because otherwise my channel would be grown by now. However, I don't know what it is, because if I knew, then I would have done something about it by now, and we could have avoided this whole situation with my channel performing pretty poorly. So no, I never thought that I'm doing everything perfectly, but it's I don't know what I'm doing wrong, that's the problem. And getting that information is becoming harder and harder anyway, because, people constantly just read up and watch all of this information about me, start thinking I'm the worst person ever, and then they convince other people of that, and it's just an endless circle, and no one gets anything done, and I can't get any answers from everyone. So videos like hers can be actually really harmful for how much advice I can collect, because it's just further decreasing my reputation.
Dude, honestly, just keep doing it because you love doing it. Don't make it into a big money investment thing. Just do you and follow your passion. Follow yourself and what you want to make. All the best YouTubers start out as a hobby, not a job. Like I said in the video, I'm completely fine if I invest a lot in it, or if I have to do not fun things for it, as I really want to do well. Like, why do you have to take such a stance against a really supportive comment?
What on earth is wrong with me responding to that comment like that? He said something, and I just explained my own opinion on it. What's wrong with that? Am I just not allowed to express my own opinions anymore? So when, people still say, and, trying to go against what I tried to explain in the video, I try to further, explain my own viewpoint. Because, like I said in the video, I don't care if I put a lot of money into it. I don't care if I have to continue doing it for ages and ages and ages before my channel starts to grow. I don't care about those things, and that's just what I try to reinforce by posting that comment.
So remember earlier I said about how I joined the Discord, and that's where I found him? Well, like I said, our boy was in there too. And his desire to make it big was just so obvious here.
Okay, you make it sound like it's a bad thing. Could you explain why?
Not caring about your content just to make it big is really, really worrisome.
One, I never said I don't care about my content. I do really care about making the best content possible. Because again, if you just put no care into your content, and you just, want to throw out garbage, then of course you won't grow. There's a reason why I've been investing so much into improving my videos' qualities. Because it's pretty obvious that it's part of growing a channel. And also if I didn't, how exactly would that be worrisome? Because right now, it just sounds like you're doing some gatekeeping there, seeing how you're deciding what is the kind of right attitude to have towards things. At least that's a vibe I'm getting from this video so far, and it's only a vibe that continues to strengthen as the video continues. You will see yourself what I'm talking about.
Don't do something you know you don't enjoy.
Perfect example of what I just said on gatekeeping. Why? Who says so? Who says that's the way? Who says that is right? Point me to the philosopher that said that, or whoever else you're apparently getting this knowledge from.
But what makes Avrona even better, in my opinion, is the way he shifts blame. Algorithm.
If you're so confident in saying that it's all just me shifting the blame, and that it, it can't be the algorithm, whatever, or it's only slightly the algorithm, then point me towards what I'm doing wrong,
You not getting views doesn't automatically mean that old Susan over in YouTube hates you and wants your head on a platter.
Yes, correct. No one said that. Literally, no one said that. And also, that is a terrifyingly, creepily, weirdly cool image.
It just means that maybe you're not performing to the plethora of other videos that they could choose from. You have to understand the sheer amount of YouTube videos that are uploaded every minute to YouTube. They physically can't promote every single one.
And that is where the loop that's so hard to enter really comes in, that it exists on YouTube. Because if your videos are not performing as well as others, well, your video's performance heavily relies on the algorithm. Because in the end, that is what pushes your videos, and when you, especially when you're a small creator, you can't really expect to get plenty of views from just, other means like advertising on like Twitter and Instagram and Reddit and wherever else. So that is essentially like this weird, paradox that is created at that point, where your videos may not be as well performing as other videos to get noticed by the algorithm, but it's the algorithm that is, promoting your videos in the first place.
But it's not all about the algorithm, because you need the push from yourself and from your viewers first.
And exactly there, you need your push from your viewers. And where do those viewers come from? They are brought to your channel through the algorithm. They're brought there from all your SEO that's decided by your titles and your tags and what else. They're brought there by the thumbnails. They're brought there by the algorithm acting. You can't get those viewers in the first place unless the algorithm steps in to provide them for you. That is the big paradox here that people seem to be missing out on.
It might be quite the tough pill to swallow, but tech videos like the ones that he's doing just don't really tend to get as far as other types of videos. It's a pretty small niche of people that care about reviewing different types of technology, and so you're not going to get that major push to outwards audiences.
Well, it's still my most popular content I've made on this channel so far, so...
It doesn't help that he doesn't even enjoy doing tech videos, so it's just a complete waste of time.
I've never said that. This has been a big discussion over the past few weeks, but notice how I never said that I don't enjoy making videos. What I said, and I always chose my words very specifically for this, is that I don't mind if I have to do something I don't like in order to make my channel grow. I don't care if I have to make content I don't like as long as my channel grows. It's always been hypothetical.
After all this, I decided it was finally time to do what I came to do, and watch his video. And I was in for quite the treat.
However, just factually speaking, having 1.3k subs on a channel that has been uploading videos for 6 years is just a really bad number. So that, many people question exactly why I haven't stopped. They think there's like some deep conspiracies about it, saying that, it's all just a sunk cost fallacy, saying that, it's all because I have to mental illness or whatever, just making all these conspiracy theories up. And the truth is a lot simpler,
Now this first bit isn't really a major criticism, it's just something that I found quite funny. His claim is that because he's still doing YouTube 6 years on, people around him make conspiracy theories about him, considering that he may be mentally unhinged. Now, I don't like to doubt people's stories much, but the only reason I struggle to believe this is, as you've said yourself, you don't have that many viewers for your sub count.
Yeah, but like you may have noticed by now, my viewers are not the only people who are interested in what my channel is doing, but the wider community around this drama that exists is. And I even just get comments like that from some of my more controversial videos. So like, boom, there, here's some examples. And I'm so angry that I don't have any screenshots of that, but there was this one guy who, whenever he had no argument against me, he just resorted in saying, do you have autism? Are you sure you don't have autism? Are you sure you don't have some kind of thing on the autism spectrum? No? Are you sure about that? It was great. But when I was saying that line, I was actually mainly thinking of this guy, because he like couldn't ever fathom that could not be the case. He refused to believe that I didn't have some kind of mental illness, and which is just amazing. He accused me of being so stubborn, but he cannot admit that he's wrong. It's just so beautiful. But yeah, it does happen. Hopefully that clarifies it. It wouldn't make sense after, you know, spending hundreds of pounds, you know, after putting, you know, tons of effort, tons of time into a channel. Why would I want to stop?
He states that it wouldn't be a good idea for him to give up on YouTube now. And normally I'd completely agree with this. If you're having fun doing something, which he said himself that he's not having fun doing it, so this doesn't really count to him.
Who says that unless you enjoy it, you can just get out? Who made these weekly applied rules, huh?
Then typically I would say carry on doing it. If it's working for you and you're having a good time, then go with it.
So, for you, the only difference between someone who should and shouldn't carry on YouTube, or at least in my case, is if they're having fun doing it? Why? Like, if you could explain why do you think that? Please, I'm actually really curious and confused about that.
Maybe it is time for a rebrand, especially when you're not super set on your content and you're kind of juggling from topic to topic anyway. Maybe it's about time that you settled and found something that you enjoyed doing.
At first I had no idea what she was talking about, but then I figured out about a thing that like, ooh, we used to do different content. Like, yes, but that was ages ago. Like, can't you not see I do nothing but tech on my channel now? I have settled. And I know there's gonna be people already who's gonna be saying, oh, you're just like deflecting advice again or whatever. I'm not. That is literally the truth. I have settled, I'm doing tech, get over it. And I hate I even have to clarify this, but I know people are gonna start accusing me that it's once again me being defensive, whatever. That is literally the truth. I have settled down with tech.
Because clearly whatever you're currently doing isn't working and hasn't been working for the past 6 years.
But it is, again, my most popular content to date.
Look, buddy, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but your channel is kinda dead.
But nothing is still preventing, technically, my channel from growing. Nothing says I won't get back on my investment in all the time, money, and everything else I've spent on this channel. Nothing says that won't happen. All channels are capable of growth, at least in theory, and then it's up to, you know, the creator and the algorithm to really take things from there. And, you know, the algorithm has, as you've probably seen, hasn't been really kind to my channel.
And here we go at my favourite part of the whole video, where he says that the algorithm hasn't been kind to his channel. I'd like to go back really quickly to less than a minute ago, where he said that a video's success is based on 2 things.
Then it's up to, you know, the creator and the algorithm to really take things from there.
The first being the algorithm, but the second being the creator. You should really take your word of advice here. It's not just the algorithm. You can't always push the blame on old Susan at YouTube, because it's on you as well.
Yes, exactly. The creator and the algorithm. So again, if you're so confident in pushing that narrative, then tell me, show me evidence, show me what else I can do on my part.
If your video isn't interesting and people don't watch it, then you're not going to be promoted.
Yes, well done. Everyone already knows that. But you know who decides if people actually get the choice of seeing your video or not? Yes, the algorithm. People cannot see the video if it's not promoted to them by the algorithm. Then of course it's up to you to make, for example, good thumbnails to actually get them to click on your videos. But still, It's a whole algorithm paradox, if you want to call it.
In terms of actually fixing your channel though, I really don't know what to recommend. You've got so much help at your disposal. People have offered to make videos for you showing how to help you, and you point blank don't listen to what people say to help you.
I love this, just randomly saying that, and also, not providing any concrete evidence for that. If that was the case, if I could just have people make videos on with advice on what I should do, if I could just have all the advice in the world on how my channel finally grow, my channel wouldn't be in this situation.
And I don't know what you expect, quite honestly.
Advice. Actual good advice. Simple.
I think if anything, you need a rebrand or just a complete reboot.
Then again, what exactly should I do in that reboot, and why exactly would it help? It mainly comes down to the whole enjoy what you do argument, and also apparently that I don't even really know, that it's not worth me continuing, that I need to change something, that I don't even really know. There is a reason why I haven't quit YouTube, and that is that it wouldn't make sense to quit. I haven't quit YouTube. I'm not planning to. Never really thought of it. Because again, throwing away all the progress I've made so far would be worthless. Think about it, it's similar to something like Duolingo. I use Duolingo, I learn Spanish on there. Well, learn, because I've been taking Spanish lessons as a subject in school for something like 6 years now. So Duolingo is really on as high of a level as, what I can speak in Spanish. But I'm on 800-day streak on there or something like that now. And it just would be a waste, You've been working up this streak for 800 days, why would you give it up now? But there's also a big difference between the two, and that is that there's actually a bigger reason for me to continue and not waste all that progress with YouTube. Because there's actually something at the end that's really worth pursuing, There's actually find that return on all of this investment. So I guess I'll just end it here. This has been a long video, and I know it's gonna be a nightmare to edit already. There's been just so much misinformation about me, and it's almost just painful at this point. It's just painful to be just painted as there's a monster for no good reason. It's painful that I can't really even get good advice anymore because people want to make sure that no one interacts with me. People openly talking about ignoring me and not talking to me in Discord as if I was just some kind of freak. It's all pretty painful and heartbreaking, and that's something people forget when they carelessly just follow the crowd and get onto this whole avrona hate bandwagon, and also don't actually check up on the facts. So I guess that's something for you to remember. But anyway, I guess I'm going to end this video here, so goodbye.